Hello new DMR users. This video will show you Codeplug Professor and how it works. This program was written to help hams that are new to DMR learn the steps needed to successfully program a channel into a DMR radio. This software will not communicate with or program your radio for you. It will help you collect the information needed to create a channel and then provide step-by-step instructions to create the channel in your radio using the CPS software for your radio and computer. Before you begin, you should have the following items. 1. A computer with the CPS software for your radio installed. 2. Your DMR ID number. A link to radio ID is available on the DMR website's menu inside this program if you need to register. 3. The USB programming cable to connect your radio and your computer. 4. Make sure your radio is charged. For the DMR channel, 1. Channel name. Name of the new channel. This is the name that will show in the radio. 2. Contact name and number. The talk group name and number. There are links available to Brandmeister and TGIF on the DMR website's menu inside this program. 3. Call type, group or private. 4. Frequency and offset if needed. 5. Time slot, 1 to 2. 6. Color code, 0 to 15. 7. Zone. The zone you will put the new channel in. Once you have everything ready to go, click Continue. A screen with a drop-down menu appears. Select your radio and press OK. Before we get started with the DMR specifics, let's take a look at the drop-down menus. If you need to change the radio you are programming, click on Select Radio. Make your selection and the options will change for the radio you selected. The DMR website's drop-down has links to various websites that you may need for a successful DMR experience. The video library will take you to a YouTube channel with some helpful videos. Now it's time to enter the information that was previously gathered for the DMR channel that you want to program into the radio. Once all of the fields have been filled in, you will click on the Create Instructions button. Note that some fields are grayed out. This is because these fields are not relevant to the channel mode you have selected. For instance, a digital channel does not use CTSS tones. An analog channel does not use a time slot or a color code. If you leave a field empty and click on the Create Instructions button, a pop-up message will appear that tells you a field is empty and asks you if you're sure that you want to proceed. Click No to close and return to complete the empty field, or Yes to continue with an empty field. The instruction page will not have a value for the empty field or fields that were left empty. For this example, I'm going to create a digital channel to use with a hotspot. I'll be using a fake DMR ID, a group call, with a contact name of TGIF, a contact number of 31665, a channel name of TGIF main, using low power, 12.5 kHz bandwidth, a time slot of 2, a color code of 1, and a zone name TGIF. The receive and transmit frequency is the frequency for my hotspot and will change for you depending on your equipment. I have no offset for my hotspot, so the frequencies will be the same for both entries. If you are creating a channel to use with a repeater, you will likely need to use an offset based on the repeater requirements. You can enter the RX frequency first, then select an offset. This will fill in the correct offset for you in the TX field. Refer to the offset reference chart as needed. Selecting no offset will make both frequency fields the same value. Now that you have all of the fields filled in, it's time to click the Create Instructions button. Codeplug Professor will take the information provided and create an HTML page with step-by-step instructions for the radio that was selected. There will also be a pop-up message providing the file name that has been created, should you need to open it again at a later date. You may want to take note of this file name. Your default web browser should automatically open and display the instructions page. If it does not open, you can find the file name that was referenced in the pop-up message and double-click it to open the file. In these instructions, any text that is blue will indicate a control or item that is part of the CPS software. Any text that is red will indicate an item that you must select or enter into the CPS software. Make sure to read all of the instructions. Keep in mind that when you write to your radio, everything in the current configuration will be replaced with the new configuration. It is best practice to read your radio and save the configuration before you make any changes to your radio. Once you have successfully created a channel in your radio, you can repeat this procedure for each channel you want to add to your code plug. Just remember to save it as you go. We hope you find this tutorial and program useful to help get your radio up and running. 73.